Good morning, welcome to a new update. My name is Michael and Ethereum is approaching a new all-time high. We're going to discuss Ethereum, we're going to discuss a BitConnect, and we're going to discuss some altcoins today. But before that, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and like this video. What is Ethereum doing at this point? We've got the higher time frame view open here, as we can see. We can see that we've got a very vertical move. So at some point we're going to have that heavy correction. We might have seen one already as we've crashed towards the 900 area, which we can see if we are actually using all those indicators. So is Ethereum an entry right now? No. If you want to get a swing trade position, Ethereum is not an entry right now, as you should be aware that you're buying support resistance levels or corrections. If you want to day trade or scalp trade, Ethereum entry is gone as well. So you have to zoom in to actually deploy any of those levels. If you want to invest in Ethereum, then you're just doing the DCA approach, and then this level is not one of the best zones to actually enter, as you just saw the previous 3 years. But if you're DCAing or just using a certain amount of money on a monthly basis, then it should be irrelevant whether the price is 1400 at this point, as you're investing for the longer horizon. So before we continue, let's zoom in. The daily time frame, we can see that we've got a clear breakout here, but we have been discussing Ethereum on the live stream yesterday, in which we have been discussing that you clearly want to see this breakout occur, and that red is the critical area that we have to break through. So we have been discussing the lower time frame chart. We do know that this gray block is the critical support area to hold for Ether. We do know that we have been flipping levels, and we were at a critical resistance zone to break. Once that would break, we would be likely getting new all-time highs, and we're getting soon towards it. However, we should be aware that this breakout is not granting the volume that we want to see on such a breakout. And quite often we get fake out. So what we see in general, there's a fake out on the previous breakout, fake outs here, after which the price corrects. So what are the critical levels to watch? The critical level to watch and to hold on to is something that we have tested already, which is this red block here around 1285. If that is lost for support, we get a very similar approach to the move we had previously, in which we're going to have a downwards correction towards the 900 area again. But as long as we hold the red block, we are likely going to continue, and we might be continuing towards a new all-time high, and possibly even $1,600 before we're getting a further corrective move. So the critical area just broke, which is 1285, 1270 towards 1285. And as long as that holds, we can continue grinding with Ether. And that is also because of Bitcoin doing what it should be doing, as we have discussed this yesterday in the live stream as well. As long as it held 34k, the likelihood of Ether and other altcoins to continue moving is significant. And right now we're just seeing that the actual scenario is still being played out. However, it's a range-bound construction in which we are currently facing resistance here. If we're going to make a corrective move towards 34k again for Bitcoin, the likelihood of a failure and breakdown is significant. But once again, if 34k holds and sustains here, the likelihood that we're going to test the range high again is significant, which would open the gates for a move similar, or price action similar to what we've witnessed after the halving period, in which we're having range-bound constructions just like in August. Very likely that we're going to anticipate or have such a very sideways action as well, as we can see that we've got this vertical move, and the likelihood of a compression building up, range-bound construction building up, is still there. So are we done with correcting? Most likely not. I think we're still going to test that 30k to 32k range to build up that compression or take liquidity. But for now we are holding above the 34k level, so that's fine. You should be aware that we are in a mid-range resistance zone. So if we reverse here, the likelihood of failing to hold 34k is significantly increasing. So that should be something that you're watching. But overall, this is fine. Then we've got XRP, as that one is also making some movements. And we did see that we couldn't break the critical resistance zone, right? So we couldn't break through the critical resistance zone, which is between 32 and 35 cents. Higher time frames couldn't provide any support at all. And when higher time frames can't provide any support at all, or they are not breaking through, you're going to look at previous price levels for support. And in this case, we can see that the previous price level is found around 25 cents. We got that as well. Most likelihood for XRP currently is that we're just consolidating, making compression. And then once we get that compression, just like we get in this area here, that is when the acceleration starts to occur. So nothing special on XRP until now. Just range-bound construction, support, resistance, acceleration once it breaks resistance. And then the Bitcoin pair, also not showing anything at all, as we are still around lows from the past 4 years. So that's my update for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'll be back with a new market update, and have a wonderful day. Don't FOMO, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow again.